All right. So my last question for today is, what's your biggest piece of advice that you would give to aspiring writers?
So my first piece of advice, which I got from two or three friends of mine who had written books, is hire a coach.
Mm,
Um, and I'm not paying you platitudes. I'm just saying, unless you're a formally trained professional, you don't know what you're doing.
mhm.
And so to pen a book on your own, well, I tried it that way, by the way, because I like to do things my way. So I bought Writing for Dummies,
Mm,
and I bought Writing Books for Dummies, and two or three other books. And after I read all of them, I went, you know what? I'm still a dummy.
yeah.
I need help. And so I interviewed two or three people, met one person I felt really comfortable with, and she guided me through this process. And it was very, very beneficial. If I had to do it all over again, when friends call me, I say, hire hire a coach.
That's amazing. I love that. And it's I feel the same way. Even like I've been writing, my whole life, and I would like before I publish my book that I'm writing, I'll still get a coach. And I do it for a
Absolutely.
living.
Absolutely. Well,
But in business as well. I'm
it's
excited to do that.
it's important for all of us to realize, I've been into fitness my whole life. And, I probably know more about working out than any um, person that could ever coach me. But sometimes you need it. So, after we recently went through a move and I decided, okay, I want to build muscle mass. I'm
Mm,
66. I do my 6 miles a day, but I need to build my muscle mass as I get older, right? Because I'd lost some weight and my muscle mass just isn't where it was. So I interviewed and hired a person to help me with that. And she's doing an amazing job. I did my first coaching session on Monday remotely, and I feel good. It didn't hurt, but it felt good. And I can see the science behind what she's doing and how she's working with me. So, whatever you're going to do, I think hiring a coach to assist you can be beneficial.
that's awesome. And I think that also goes back to the point you made about not being afraid to ask for help. I feel like I've talked to people at least that are like, oh, I don't know, writing's just it's not my thing, but I've always wanted to write a book. Um, and so I think it's important that people hear from other people that's not me, that it might be
Absolutely.
helpful to get assistance.
Yeah, I first wrote down in 1999. I remember I sold my first company and I wrote down four things I wanted to accomplish going forward. And I
Mhm.
had completed three of them until a couple of years ago. And I went, I still had that little piece of
Mhm.
paper. And I said, there's still that one thing that I haven't done. I really need to do it. So it was actually probably 3 years ago. So I just said, okay, I've been playing at this for years. I gotta take action now. And when I say now, I meant today. So I
Right.
started the ball rolling and then got it going so I couldn't reverse my field. I only kept it secret from one person, which was my wife, until I'd written a good part of it and had it ready to go. Then I had her proofread it. And she really was a great editor to do a first edit before I gave it to a publisher to edit.